So big news, Liam MacDonald, the attack coach for the All Blacks, has left by mutual agreement before they travel to South Africa. Now, the hardest place that New Zealand could possibly go and play rugby. They've lost one of their senior coaches and they're going to have to make do with the coaches they've got. They're going to have to rejuggle. And is it a blow? Well, it definitely doesn't look good, that is for sure. From a coaching point of view, you've got to say it's a bit of a mess up. Because again, MacDonald would have been lined up by Robertson. You think they would have aligned their philosophies before they started. And clearly, the quote is, Leon and I have been having honest conversations for a while now. And considering that's only 5 games in, that's pretty much since the beginning. And we have differing views and both have agreed it wasn't working. So if they've got differing views, surely that should have come out before they agreed to work together for the All Blacks. But Robertson was trying to go out of his way to say they both really care about the All Blacks, which I'm sure they do. And MacDonald has stuck to his guns and clearly said, this is the way I think we should attack. And Robertson saying, no, I think that is the wrong way to attack. And MacDonald's left saying, no, I'm not going to do it your way. No, I want to do it my way or not at all, which I think is fairly honourable in a way. Making that cut, making that decision early, I guess is the right decision. But obviously getting to this point is a bad look. They had those 2 games against England where I said in my match report, so their set-piece attack looked poor, their phase play looked poor, their passing was abysmal, and then of course that terrible display against Argentina in that first Rugby Championship test maybe sent it over the edge. It was really interesting in the second game versus Argentina. They went back to basics really. They won the physical battle before tearing Argentina apart with some good tries. And indeed, Sam Cane after the game did say that they'd been freed up. Maybe they were thinking about too many things and playing that simply meant they could execute their skills better. So maybe that gets to the crux of where the difference is, with Robertson maybe wanting to win that physical battle first, absolutely, before cutting loose. And maybe MacDonald wanted to move that ball round a little bit more. Maybe that was the discussion there, but we'll never quite know. But to have such a difference in attacking philosophy, only 5 games in, isn't good. But again, if you've got such a problem there, it's better to make that break now. He was asked an interesting question saying, is selection a bit of an issue? And I think Liam MacDonald was dealing with the back 3 in particular. And for that second test against Argentina, they did change around their back 3 with new wingers, although Will Jordan was just back. So was that something? I know that Robertson thought about it for a while and then said no. Probably because all coaches have heated discussions about selection. So I'm sure they did have some ding-dong battles about selection. But I think it's fine to say no because that is just kind of a normal thing. So it's just more than selection. If they are out physicaled and they can't attack like they want to, then maybe you could say, oh, they do need to pass the ball around a bit more, like Liam MacDonald maybe was trying to get them to do. So there's a good debate going on there. To be fair to Robertson, he was going out of his way to say that Liam MacDonald really cares about the All Blacks. He's a great coach. He's a great person. He said that a number of times. And I wonder if other international setups will try and snap him up. We will see. Maybe talk of Australia trying to snap him up. But certainly he is out there, a high-quality coach who's available. They're going to juggle around the rest of their coaches. They did have quite a big coaching ticket. Maybe that was an issue. Maybe he wanted to be the big number 2 like Foster was under Hansen, and maybe that wasn't available. But Jason Holland, who was already doing some attack, he's going to be assisted by Scott Hansen and Ellison, and they're going to take on extra responsibilities and not appoint anyone straight away. But maybe they will in the future, I don't know, or maybe they'll try and clarify some roles. It's an interesting one. I think he was trying to go for a collaborative approach with those assistant coaches, and it clearly wasn't working. Was there friction with other coaches in there? We just don't know. But I guess the important question is, will it affect New Zealand adversely in South Africa? Well, it's not going to help, as in all the talk around them, all the questions are going to be about MacDonald, maybe creating a little bit of ill feeling at the moment. But also you could look at it the other way, saying now they're clear of that, they can go to South Africa fully aligned on how they're going to play, probably a bit simpler than maybe they would have played before, potentially, maybe a better feeling in the camp, and ultimately I'm sure it is the right decision because you just can't go on fighting like that considering they're only a few games in. Anyway, it's big news. I'd love to know what you guys think. That's what I think. Pop those comments below. Love to read them, and I'll catch you next time.